Welcome to Kicking It in the Kitchen with New Cooks, episode 19. Hey, look where I am. I am out on my deck. It is 72 degrees and it's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for New Cooks. Today, we're gonna do make ahead, bake ahead meatballs. Here we are, folks. This is what it looks like. Can you believe it? Just 2 weeks ago, I had snow on the ground. And look who's enjoying the weather. Stella! I like to have my meatballs ready to go when I need them. That's why I do these make ahead and bake ahead. So for this recipe, you will need 2 pounds of ground meat. I'm using both turkey and beef. You can use pork and beef. You can do 2 pounds of beef. You can do 2 pounds of turkey. But I like this combination for meatballs. 1 egg. I use duck eggs because I'm allergic to chicken eggs. A half cup of breadcrumbs. I am gluten-free, so I'm using gluten-free breadcrumbs, but you can certainly use any kind of breadcrumbs. You'll need 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning, 2 teaspoons of everything seasoning, a teaspoon of oregano, a teaspoon of basil, and optional 1 to 2 teaspoons of red pepper flakes, but of course I really enjoy heat, so I do 2 teaspoons. And optional is fennel. This is 1.5 teaspoons of fennel. That'll give it a real Italian flavor. Because I'm working with ground meat or any kind of meat product, I like to wear gloves. It's a little bit frozen because I just took it out of the freezer and defrosted it for about a minute or so in the microwave. So I'm going to get this blended together. I don't want to mix it too much because the meatballs might get tough. So just going to break it up and then blend it together. This is another dump and go recipe, so once you have the meat blended together, then you start dumping things in and mixing it up. Dump and go. There we go. I'm going to start with my breadcrumbs and my egg. I'm going to take all my spices and dump them in at the same time. We're going to mix this until the spices are evenly distributed throughout the meat. I'm going to let this sit and hang out. In the meantime, I'm going to preheat the oven to 400 degrees. You're going to line a baking sheet with parchment paper. Make sure you have your gloves on. Take a palmful of meat. And make your meatball. Now you can make your meatball as big or as small as you want to. I would say that one's just a little bit too big, but I'm okay with it. If it's a little bit too big, pinch a little out and throw it back in the pot. Oh, the oven's ready. Oh boy, that was too big. See, just pinch it out, roll it back up. Now my mother would have done her meatballs this size. I like to have 2 meatballs in my dishes, or 3. not 4 little small ones. If you wanted to make this for a lot of people, I would probably do meatballs this big, right? It will go farther. But since it's just Troy and I, I have to move these over and make more room. Well, this one's ridiculously large. I can't do that. So we're going to have an uneven amount. We're going to have 17 meatballs instead of 16. I'm okay with that. That one's tiny, so I'm going to pinch some off from another one. And this one is also tiny. Well, maybe it's okay to have tiny meatballs. Let's just have tiny meatballs. They're not actually that tiny. Okay, so I'm going to take my gloves off, and we're going to get these in the oven. Okay, in you go. See you in 20 minutes. Okay, let's look at this. I think we can go about 10 more minutes. Let's go. I'm gonna go 5. All right, we're gonna let these cool down before we put them in the bag to freeze. And I think I might just take this one to taste. Okay, so here we are. Here's the meatball. Oh my gosh, that's delicious. Perfectly done. Oh. You guys, this is delicious. What we're gonna do is let those, cool down, and then I'm going to put them in the freezer. So I have make ahead, bake ahead meatballs. Wow, that was a real winner recipe for me. It was so flavorful. All of those seasonings just came together to make the perfect Italian meatball. I hope you enjoyed what you saw today. And if you did, please like and subscribe. And remember to comment. But don't forget to ring that bell so I can tell you when I'm coming back in your kitchen. Bye-bye!